الله بسم الله.
Most alleged paranormal footage captures something subtle. A door drifting open, a single object shifting slightly across a table, a shadow lingering a moment too long. The 2011 video uploaded to YouTube by a user known as Mellowbird is something else entirely. In the recording, the kitchen does not merely stir, it erupts. Plates, cups, and silverware are hurled through the air. Chairs get tossed. Cabinets open. The scene unfolds with a violence that feels less like a prank and more like a tantrum unleashed by an unseen presence. At the time of the incident, Mellowbird was not home. The destruction was only discovered afterward, when they returned to find the kitchen in disarray. According to the uploader, it was among the most aggressive manifestations they had ever captured on camera. They later stated their intention to use a Ouija board in an attempt to communicate with whatever or whoever might have been responsible. Skeptics argue that elaborate hoaxes are common online. Yet others point out the apparent cost of such a fabrication, the sound of objects breaking, the damage to kitchenware, the extensive cleanup required. If staged, it would have demanded not only planning, but a willingness to destroy one's own property for the sake of spectacle. Whether interpreted as paranormal upheaval or carefully orchestrated chaos, the footage leaves behind the same unsettling image. A kitchen transformed into a battleground, overturned and broken, as if something unseen had briefly claimed the room, and then vanished without a trace. On April 27, 2009, during a routine inspection of a privately maintained sewer line beneath Cameron Village in Raleigh, North Carolina, a snake camera captured something shocking and grotesque, and it wasn't human waste. Clinging to the wall of the sewer was a swollen, pulsating mass. It drooped and contracted like a living organ misplaced beneath the city. As the camera advanced, more of these quivering forms came into view, clustered shapes that seemed to breathe in the cold darkness. Speculation spread quickly. Some viewers insisted the footage showed alien organisms thriving below the streets. Others dismissed it as a calculated stunt, viral marketing for a science fiction film. The imagery certainly invited both interpretations. City officials, however, offered less cinematic explanations. Ed Buchan, an environmental coordinator with Raleigh's Public Utilities Department, suggested the masses were likely colonies of tubifex worms, commonly known as sludge worms. These small aquatic worms typically inhabit the sediment of ponds, and are often sold as fish food, either live or dried. When clustered together, they can form dense, writhing colonies roughly half an inch to an inch in diameter, their collective movement producing a disturbing, heartbeat-like effect. Not everyone agreed. Thomas Kwok, a biology professor with the Cooperative Fish and Wildlife Research Unit at North Carolina State University, proposed a different identification. He suggested the formations were bryozoans, colonial invertebrates found in both freshwater and marine environments. Bryozoans feed on bacteria and flourish in cold, dark conditions, making a sewer line an unexpectedly suitable habitat. While the specimens in the footage appeared smaller than a fist, such colonies can, under favorable conditions, grow as large as a watermelon. Whatever their precise classification, their presence beneath Cameron Village remains unsettling. How they entered the sewer system is unclear, though Kwok noted that their appearance is not biologically implausible. They do not pose a threat to municipal water quality, and for that reason, the city has not required York Properties, the company managing both the sewer line and Cameron Village, to remove them. Whether the colonies were ever cleared from the pipes remains unknown. In the footage, a workout machine begins to move on its own. The seat and arms rise and fall in steady repetition, as though guided by an unseen user. There are no visible hands, no shifting weight on the seat, no mechanical malfunction apparent in the frame. Only the relentless, rhythmic motion of equipment operating without a body to power it. The image is unsettling precisely because it is so ordinary. A gym machine is designed for strain, breath, muscle, and effort. To see it functioning in silence, untouched, creates the impression of intention without a source. It resembles an invisible presence continuing a routine long after closing time. It's believed that spirits may linger near objects that held personal meaning in life. Folklore across cultures suggests that items associated with strong emotion, family heirlooms, favored possessions, or tools tied to identity, can act as anchors. If an individual once spent countless hours on a particular machine, shaping their body and discipline around it, believers argue that such an object could become a focal point for attachment after death. Whether mechanical anomaly or something less easily categorized, the footage leaves a disquieting impression. The sense that repetition, habit, and memory may persist even when the person who formed them no longer does. For more episodes, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for notifications.